Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you've only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality, yes, let's
love.
Y'all, I am being gaslit again.
No, you're gaslighting me.
No, you're gaslighting me.
You're doing something that is making a thumbs up. There have been 2 thumbs up symbols on the screen. We're not doing this for video, but I'm seeing things like there's a thumbs up symbol. There's been balloons.
No, we're remote but goat, and he says that I'm just drinking a cup of coffee because I need it because I went to Vegas yesterday. That's why my voice is low. And he says every time I move my coffee in the screen, it
No,
does a
it
thumbs
wasn't
up.
that. Something is going on, and I told you. Why would I point it out if it wasn't there?
Because I can't see it. But that's mainly because my video I push out of the way because I don't like to look at my face while I talk to you.
I have to look at my face.
Oh, I
It's
don't.
the only way I can.
Oh, it'll bother me so much. I'll be so inhibited. I can't.
No, I need to look at my face. Kind of like
What do
why
you
I
mean?
need
So
to
you're
watch
not
myself
looking-
getting fucked.
You're not looking at me while you talk. You're just looking at yourself the whole time.
Yeah, what'd I say? I'm looking at you. Mostly I'm looking at
Great.
you. Sometimes I look over to remind myself.
Here, I'm gonna move it over just for a little. I don't see any thumbs up.
You're not doing anything right now.
What I do?
You're not-
Do I do like a thumbs up on the screen or
No,
something?
it's not you. It's an emoji. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't. I'm doing a thumbs up. I can't see anything. Thumbs up.
This is the
I-
very definition of gaslighting. Something is happening.
No, yes, you are
That is-
forcing me to act like an idiot on this show, going thumbs up, thumbs up. Well,
Let's
I
just
moved the
start the
screen
show.
back over. I can't see anymore because I don't
I'm
want to
going
see
to-
myself. I want to
I'm-
focus on you.
I'm going to do some research on this, and I'm going to show you it's real, and I'm going to tell you why it has to happen, and I'm going to ask you to stop doing it because it completely distracts me. If there are balloons this show, I'm going to scream and run off onto Wilshire.
Well, Mary Payne said she thought the balloons were my dad. So
The balloons were not your father.
no, I think so. So September. We're recording this on Monday, September 18th. I don't know. I don't have anybody who died who was born on this day. So I don't know.
Why don't we? So no heavenly birthdays.
No heavenly thumbs up. I want to know if it's a heavenly thumbs up.
Can we start the show?
Y'all, this is Toe.
This is Toe. This is Toe.
Toe. Season 5, episode 11.
Breaking Bed.
Bed.
Breaking Bed. Have you ever broken a bed? You've broken my couch by jumping onto it.
I did. I did what? Y'all, I
He
ran
jumped
it.
onto my couch and broke it and didn't offer me money to fix it.
First of all, it wasn't your couch. At the time that I broke it, it was our couch, and we had purchased it together from Mathis Brothers. Thank you.
But I took the couch later and paid you
like-
for it. And I don't think I should have paid you for it.
You didn't pay me full price for it. You did not pay me for that.
I haggled
couch.
well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you paid me very little bit.
I paid like $100.
Y'all, it was terrified. I was excited to see Poodle. We were going to watch TV. I think we were going to, oddly enough, since I just went to Drag Race Live, I think we were going to watch Drag Race.
I think so.
And I ran in the room like a little
And
kind
you jumped onto the couch.
Yes, I wanted to run in the room like I used to. One of my favorite memories is I'd be outside playing, and then I'd hear ding, 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 6 chime bells, and then bum, 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 bum. And I knew if it was a Saturday afternoon, I had to get inside because it was time time for Wonder Woman to come on Channel 2. So I would run in the house and I would jump in the air like Wonder Woman and land on the couch and I'd just get
Yeah.
ready for it. I didn't realize that's when I was a little 8-year-old
Yeah,
child.
you weren't 200 pounds.
This was when I was a
Yeah.
28-year-old man, and I ran excitedly and I jumped in the air and I landed on that couch, y'all.
And
it was like
the wood splintered.
it cracked like thunder.
It sounded like the Temple of Jerusalem cracking.
Poodle's face. I don't know what was worse.
And I went,
Poodle's
you broke the couch. You broke the couch. It was also hysterical because if
I
I
was
would have
shocked.
done that, if I would have ever done that, I would have never gotten over it.
I felt so not slim in that moment, and I was horrified.
Well, you broke the couch.
Anyway,
Anyway, where were we?
be sure to tune into our I'm gonna save it for B90. Be sure to tune into that because I'm gonna give you the drag race roundup.
The B90 this week. So
Yeah.
it's like Sunday.
Oh, so next week.
Yeah. That's why I was telling you to do it
Oh.
now.
Okay. I'll do it later. Or I could do it now. When do you want me to do it?
Why don't you do it halfway through the show?
Great. I love that. Love that. Love that.
I said,
Look.
why don't you do it? I said, you're doing it. Why don't you do it now because it's going to be next week? I think you were somewhere else because you didn't hear me. Because you're just talking.
I've had 4.5 hours of sleep.
Well, whose fault is that? I'm here ready to do a show.
I feel good now too, actually, because I took a nap. I was up and it was hot and I couldn't leave the table.
Oh, the table was hot. I see.
The table
did you
was
win any
hot.
money? Yeah, there you go.
The table was hot for a little bit.
You lost it all, didn't you?
My friend won. He won $1,500 on a $10 bet.
Oh, wow.
The
What'd you
odds
do?
were like 200,000 to 1. So let's talk
How
about
hot
the
was that
show.
table?
It was real hot. Real
And then
hot.
it was cold.
As I
like
told
Katy
you.
Perry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all,
yeah.
just take a bunch of money to Vegas and consider it burned money. Don't ever get at it
That's the
anymore.
way I thought of it, actually. I learned how to play craps. I was very excited about that. I learned how to win and I learned how to lose at craps. And
Know when to fold 'em.
yes,
Know when to hold 'em.
I know I should have. But the thing is, what the problem why I stayed, I don't want to tell you this. You're going to be so
Why?
angry
I
about
promise
it.
I won't make fun of you.
You're going to be so angry about it. I made friends with the dealers and the other people at the table.
Shocker.
We started talking, and there's this there's like this group of 3 Persian men, and I started talking to them because I thought they were hot. Turns out, very straight, and they loved me. This guy Isaac would have me blow on his dice for good luck. Because
You were like their little gay mascot.
because I hit that dice and I went on a 30-minute run of my own dice. So everybody called me the lucky die until later when I wasn't. And then I met a man
it's
from
Lucky Fag. It's Lucky Fag, y'all. Let her blow on your dice.
met a man from Texas. The dealer wants to talk. He talked to me. He wants to talk to me about how to start a podcast. He got my email.
Groundbreaking.
And the other girl, her name was Julie. She actually wants to be a therapist. So wanted to talk to me about. She got my email for that too. So I wish him well.
I swear to God,
I couldn't believe it. They were my friends.
If you tried to talk to me and I didn't know you, I think I'd be like, "Get away from me, motherfucker!"
So
I think I would just not.
Because when I won
wouldn't have
big, I
it.
was like, okay, I need to pack it up and go home. And I
But
was
you
like,
couldn't because you were talking to everybody.
they were like, oh, don't leave, Mattie. Don't leave. And I was like, oh, you guys are fun. We're
Yeah.
friends.
So you're
The
saying
waitress comes over and she's like, do you want another Captain Morgan and Diet Coke? And I said, yes, ma'am.
rum and Coke?
I don't-
Jesus.
Something about when I go to Vegas, I like to drink trashy drinks. Just terrible
That's a
drinks.
trashy drink,
It
especially
just-
Captain Morgan.
Yes. Oh, I go there.
No. Can we start the
Anyway.
show? the talk of talking to people in casinos and made me very sad. I go in there. I hate. I want to win for a little bit, and then I want to go back to my bedroom and get on the apps and fuck someone I'll never see again.
That's great. I like to play the game. It's less about the money. It's playing the game for as long as you can.
Anyway, Breaking Bad.
I also gave makeup advice to the woman who was a car dealer. Her name was Lydia, a beautiful woman from Thailand who was what's that card game called? Pai Gao? I think it's called Pai Gao.
I don't know.
I enjoyed that game very much. It was me and my friend, who's kind of an old soul as well, and then just 3 Asian women, and then and the dealer, and we had a good time. We sat there for like 2 hours.
Sounds wholesome.
Okay.
I'm not interested unless there's coke or hookers involved, honestly. I want to talk about
Sounds like Sarper.
Bed.
Sounds like Sarper. Speaking of coke and hookers.
I was going to say, you didn't ever ask me. I asked if you'd ever broken a bed.
Oh,
I have.
I didn't want to ask you that.
It wasn't really a bed.
I was worried about the description that's about to follow.
It was the headboard. And it wasn't mine. It was this guy's apartment in West Hollywood. And the bed already looked flimsy.
He had fucked a lot of people on it.
I kind of have this technique where I grab on the back of the headboard.
This is why I didn't. This is literally why I didn't.
Over my head, like elbows out. And you can kind of, or I grab underneath
like in
the
Pilates
headboard.
when you have to grab the bar behind you.
Yeah, for some reason that always feels natural when we do that. And I can grab that, and I kind of was pulling and pulling, and it went, and I kind of cracked because I the force of my body, and after he's like, I think you broke my headboard, and I was like, well, it was worth it, wasn't it? He went, I guess. I never called him again.
It wasn't that good? Or you felt bad because you broke his headboard?
Oh, I didn't feel bad at all. The bed was decrepit, much like Sarper's.
This is why I didn't want to ask for that
The
visual
technique,
image. I just imagine like when you're having sex, you have retractable claws that we normally don't see in your normal life.
Like gay Wolverine. But it's like red nails, like jungle red Sylvia from the women.
Wow. Gaverine.
No, honestly, he should have been happy with the technique he was receiving. Lots of great angles.
That made my coffee sour in my mouth as you said it.
Y'all, you need a strong headboard. If you're gonna perform, like if you're on the pommel horse or on the rings, you need a strong headboard. And I've said before, don't get these fabric headboards. You can't wipe them off. Get yourself a good Scotch guarded one at least. Moving on. Shekinah and Sarper.
I think real quick in announcements is that y'all, if you've heard already, we are doing the Golden Bachelor.
We are covering the Golden Bachelor. We are dipping our toes into the Bachelor pool.
I'm very excited.
Toxic waste that is the Bachelor pool.
I'm excited.
We got some collabs coming up. I'm scared, actually.
I'm worried that they're gonna start like doing. Sometimes they'll do specials, and they're like on 3 episodes of the Golden Bachelor this week, and we'll go, oh God,
on a 4-hour episode.
Yeah, but it looks really good. Y'all are very excited about it, so that makes us happy. So, it makes me happy. Poodle doesn't care what you fucking think.
No, I stopped that a long time ago. No, I'm excited if people get happy.
You are, yeah. You want so.
I did put you got on the Sissy Squad. I said you got fully loaded in September, and I posted a picture of a Red Baron pizza, and now you're fully loaded and hand tossed in October. Get it? Hand toss. Like I toss you around in a hand, you toss you off.
You didn't consult with me on this branding for October.
Hand tossed for October. You're getting hand tossed.
We did not discuss.
Throw you around like a pizza crust and just go.
This is not gonna be-
rotor you.
This is why I'm not going to approve. It's too late now because you put it out there, but you get ready.
Getting tossed in October.
Because every time we talk about this now, you're going to want pizza. And I would have told you that.
Some people said, and I haven't had Red Baron in a long time. I think I got sour on it. But people say that Red Baron is one of their favorite frozen pizzas.
I've never had it.
I think I had it a while back.
If I did, I don't remember. We weren't my mother hated frozen pizzas. We just ordered it. And so from Pizza Hut. So I never had frozen pizza growing up.
Pizza delivery was too far out for us. I didn't know what pizza delivery was until I went to college. Hand to God.
That's true. I didn't know that either. We didn't have delivery either. I think you can get it now.
We picked it up at Pizza Inn sometimes.
We would picked it up, yeah.
But we had to go to town for that.
Well, how far was town for y'all? It was only 8 minutes for us.
15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Oh, that's farther.
So
your mother to poodle.
My mother was like, "Why can't I just buy a $7 pizza?"
And she would just say, "Here, Jaylene Bird, eat it." So you'd be happy.
Just as long as your brother and I don't bother me. It's hot. I told you not to eat it. Too hot. Too hot. God.
I mean, how many times?
Lord, deliver me. do Lord, deliver me.
Y'all, I'm here to tell you, his mother, I remember in the middle of Cedar Sinai, she will look up to the sky and say, "Do Lord, deliver me." And I remember she said it, and I looked at her and go, what part of Mayberry did I just flash back to?
It is something very specific about where I grew up to ask the Lord to take you now.
Ironically enough, she didn't look up at the sky and say that about her son in a coma, almost dying. It
was my father, probably.
It was your father looking for a massage therapist for his sciatica because he couldn't do anything and was useless.
There's an update on that, by the way.
Uh-oh.
My mom has had very little to no kind of like contact with my father. She's like, I'm going to freeze him out.
What does she mean by that?
I think she's just waiting until he says he does like a full apology. Which it's going to be half-hearted. My father's never really apologized for anything in his life.
Is she going to cook for him or even at all or no?
Yeah, she'll do that, but her heart's not going to be in it. So it's kind of crueler. I'm so glad I'm not there.
Wow.
Even my brother texted me about it. So
he did.
All is not happy in Denmark.
Oh, so you didn't call? You decided that you were going to call your mom yesterday?
No. I talked to her. She was fine. She's like, I don't want to talk about him. My brother texted me though. She's like, she's still on the warpath.
Wow.
A lot of y'all said my father took it was 50 when they're 50th. My father took it her vacation. Anyway.
I love one sissy said we tried planning a party for my parents, and they fought so much about the location. We said, fuck it, and we just let them spend the day and be miserable for the rest of their lives together.
Sounds right. That's what I think a lot of people do who've been...
I guess so.
Yeah.
This is foreign to me because I never... 20 years is tops for my parents. That's as much as they can do.
As my mother says, 50 years of wedded bliss.
But she says it lovingly, right?
No, just like that. Just like that.
We need to, okay.
Shekinah and Sarper.
I'm sad now. Y'all, he's on the way to pick her up.
Still looks like he just came from Madame Tussauds.
It really did.
There's something about him. He looks like lines blur, and like all of a sudden he comes like a comic book character come to life. Like the lines are too distinct. It's weird. It makes me not believe in reality.
Yeah, his hair is really... There's actually a show in Vegas. It's terrible, I've heard. It's at the Wynn called Awakening, but the models were all not wearing wigs. They were wearing these like plastic cartoon wigs, and that's what his hair looks like to me. It's so gelled. It doesn't move.
I'm shocked. I gave up the Playboy life. I maybe like 2 to 3 girls per day.
I don't know what happened. Maybe she did some
Some dark
black.
magic.
Never say never when you want to go to America. No.
My love is coming. From the outside, she is a sex bomb, but soft inside. She loves to take care of the people.
The pep. So we don't really know enough to make these assumptions, so it's kind of unfair, but I do kind
When
of want
did
to
that
ask.
stopped us before?
Yeah, exactly. Your initial sense, we don't know kind of end game we haven't seen them much together except for this first episode. I don't think it's going to last very long. But do you think she says she's moving over here?
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I find him more authentic than she is.
I get what you're saying. I can say that. I think authentic meaning, at least when you say that word and apply to her, I don't think. Sometimes we think if someone's not authentic that they might be, at least on 90 Day Fiancé, manipulative or not forthcoming. But I agree with you. I don't think she knows who she is. And I think she probably is one of those women who latches on to the persona of the man she's dating.
Yes, and I think when I'm saying authenticity, I'm meaning it's more of a quality of like presenting herself as being real, and I feel like she's acting for the cameras. And I actually don't think he is. I think he's just weird and awkward. And
Very weird and awkward.
he said, y'all, she does a Darcy in the bathroom.
She does.
And they have this. Oh, we were going to do it later, but I think it's time.
Well, oh, jeez.
To do an episode.
I'm glad we're doing it earlier.
We'll just keep going. Of Reality Gaze Theater. I don't think your heart was very in that.
No,
I'll make you do it again.
We can't do it together because we're remote but goat. How do I do it?
But your face was kind of sullen.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I question your commitment to sparkle motion.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about David, the dealer, who still lives with his parents and he wants to get out of it. David, this one's for you.
You need to let the people go.
David at the Link Hotel.
Vegas.
I hope you're inspired by this.
It is a town of sadness. That's why I can't be there. The general sadness hangs in the air.
It was perfect. We were there for like 24 hours. It's perfect.
So,
okay. And yeah.
Her getting out of the airport. I'll be playing Sarper. You'll be playing Shekinah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
action.
Hi, honey.
Hello, my love.
Oh my
like
God.
Slow-mo in the movies.
Oh my God. Kiss me.
Oh, I finally found my love.
Oh, you look so handsome. Oh
I've
my
never
God.
brought flowers to a woman before.
They're so beautiful. They're
You
great,
look
but not
so good.
Oh my God, let me touch your arms. Let
Oh,
me touch your chest. Oh
I-
my gosh, let me touch your deltoid.
I am keeping my form for you.
Yes.
You
oh
like
God.
my muscly body?
Yes. You look so sexy.
Do you like
so
how they
handsome.
throb for you?
Mhm. Oh my God, you're bulging. Hold me. How do I look?
Oh, do you like
good?
my strong arms? You are wonderful.
Oh,
you
yeah?
are it's almost like you are not. It's almost like you are a selfie come to life.
Oh my God, you're so romantical. So sweet. Let me
Shall
touch
we
your
go
arm again.
back? You can touch it as long as you like my perfection in my form.
Oh yes.
Do you want to go to my apartment?
Mm-hmm. Let's
Okay.
go.
Hold on.
Go.
Don't worry about the turnstile that happens when you go there. Ding. Sorry, that's what it says when it's over 1 million served.
What? Okay, I guess that's kitschy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, great. Wow, it looks really clean in here.
Do you like it?
Yeah,
I cleaned for you.
the
I
last time
cleaned.
the last time you were here was such a bachelor pad. This looks great.
You want to?
Can I make some changes? just a couple changes.
You've been here 1 minute.
Like a woman's touch. It's like a woman's never been in here before. Like there's
Oh,
never
there've been
been
women. Trust me. There've
really,
been lots and lots. Oh yeah, yeah.
really. It
Every
looks
other
like
day.
really. It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
woman's
yeah.
essence has never been in here before.
They're
I don't
not.
see
They're
it.
not here long enough though to change things.
Oh,
So that's how that
Okay,
works.
well let's living room's nice. Let's see.
You want to see my PlayStation room, my gaming
what?
room? I
What?
game. I have video games. I like to play, and I
What?
want to play things like Skyrim, and I want to destroy, and that is how
No.
I get out my anger.
I don't want a guy who's just playing it. Also, there's smoking ashes all over this table. And
What
have you
you
been
mean?
smoking,
Every
Sarper?
Turkish man smokes. What the fuck are you talking about?
You said you quit, Sarper. You said you quit, but fine. I just
know
don't like
what?
playing games. I don't like
Let's
it.
go to sleep.
Last
Let's go
time
to
we were
sleep.
here, the lights were out. I couldn't see anything. I had done Molly.
Yes.
I didn't notice the game room.
I think
Let's
we.
move on.
I think we woefully don't know each other very well. I think we're
Sure.
both realizing that. So
Let's go to bed.
Let's go
I'm
to bed.
tired.
Do you like my strawberry shortcake kind of bed here?
Oh my God, it is. I love. Doesn't really smell like strawberry
What?
shortcake.
It just smells
Sarper.
like
What it
bleach. It smells like bleach and Bath
Is-
and Body Works.
is? Did you say Bath and? You know, I exclusively wear Victoria's Secret.
Oh yeah,
Why-
the
I
one that one's the purple bottle. I have
Why
it.
would I ever put Bath and Body Works on this body?
Do you like get
You know,
in?
look-
Get in bed with me. Get in bed
Okay,
with
let
me.
me pull back the covers.
What? What's wrong?
What
do
is
you
that?
mean?
Oh my God! What happened to your headboard?
What? This
Look
it's
how
called,
scratched
it's
up
called
it is.
normal wear and tear of lots of nails clawing at it.
Nails, women's nails, women's nails,
Yeah, that's right, Toots.
or
Lots
nails
of
like from
women's.
home. What do you? Why is there a chunk? Take it. It looks like you embedded like a turtle shell in your bed, but then you took it
yeah,
out,
that
and there's
was
just a hole.
that was one woman's teeth. Like she was very strong teeth, almost like donkey teeth. She was grabbing on. But no, I cleaned it all. Let's sit down in the bed. Let's sit on the bed. See
Okay, I
the
wanna sit-
the
I wanna
mattress.
sit
The
down.
mattress is. Oh wait.
Why is your mattress crunchy?
That's what the kind of blankets we have here in Turkey. Oh, sorry.
Why? It's
Sorry.
really hard and stiff, almost like. Why does it smell like bleach in here?
That's cum. Yeah, that's a lot of cum. So, just so you know,
Antsy!
after a while, the cum doesn't come out.
Antsy! I'm stopping this. I'm stopping this. Wow.
After a while, you wash, cum is still there. You just smell it. I called this the bed of 5,000 gooshes. Doesn't it just look like it reeks of like actual pounding?
Oh,
Like-
y'all, it just smells like cigarettes and vaginal secretions in there.
Yes,
Like,
and lots
just-
of like lube, but like
Lube.
water-based lube that kind of smells sweet.
You're
I just
getting
made
into
that really too real for
specifics,
myself.
Poodle.
Anyway, and she said, so she.
But no,
they
Poodle,
basically
before
say,
you move on, I want
Yes.
to ask you, what does this look like in comparison to your bed?
What do you mean? My bed's fine.
Oh, no,
My bed is in
Poodle.
good shape.
I mean, what does this look like in comparison to your bed whenever you moved out of your last apartment and the movers
My
moved your
bed was fine.
Tell everybody what happened
Oh,
when the movers
well-
moved your bed, Poodle.
A
In
couple of things.
In fact, I want to say you needed help moving like an end table, and I went to move it, and my hand slipped off of it because it was covered in lube.
Yes, and there were tons of condom wrappers when they moved my bed. That was a long time ago.
There were also, I don't know how, because I think you sent me a picture. There were cum stains on the back of your headboard.
Well, sometimes people got really excited. Hey, I'm good at my job.
Y'all,
I will say the bed was in a rough, the like the it, like the kind of like the what was it? It's like foam or something had
It
been
it
like
it really looked like a woman had either you could kinda see the hole of where he's pounded women up against the
up against
headboard,
it. Yeah,
and it's just like
or just the oils
erosion,
of their hands.
like waves on Malibu Beach, just slowly eroding the rock
It's
away.
kind of like how wallpaper looks when so many people touch it. Like
Yes,
that's
mhm,
what just the
yeah.
oils from thousands of women's hands have done to that bed.
I I gotta say, do we blame Shekinah? Would you sleep in that bed if you were moving over there to, like, be his girlfriend?
I'm not probably the one to ask. I also do think I think he probably changed the sheets. I think the bed, unless she's like actually rubbing up against it, I think it's fine. I don't I
I
the
think he's
idea
probably broke. I don't think he has a lot of money to pay
I
for
don't
it.
think he does either. The idea that she wanted him to get a new bed to me means she's not okay with him being with 2,500 women.
Well, she won't even let him train women anymore.
I that's the thing.
She's taking away business
I
from him.
kind
I
of
think
wish
that's
this is why I'm
dumb.
saying she's not being authentic and real. I wish she'd just say, "It really fucking bothers me you were with that many women."
But
Um
if he wasn't with that many women, though, he probably wouldn't be so good at dicking you down.
but that with 2,500 women, it made him realize what he wants. I think he's done enough for a lifetime.
He's just gearing up for his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Gonna
Yo,
be like
anyway,
Sinjin.
she's not sleeping on the she goes out to sleep on the couch, and I thought it was kind of sweet where he's like, "Move over."
Yeah.
He didn't let it become a big thing.
Wow, it's so sad to me that you look at that as sweetness and tenderness when he then leaned in and ate her face and just
Yeah,
wanted
and
to
it was
bang her down.
hot.
Yeah.
He takes off
Yeah.
his clothes, y'all, and then she begged for that D.
I think my definition I think of sweetness are a little different. We need to move on.
Speaking of non-sweet,
Oh,
unsweetened tea,
boy.
Kim and TJ, Kimberly and TJ.
Best line to me of this episode is when TJ he's going to meet them and TJ he shows up and he's like, her parents are so cute and smiling. I love the people who smile because I love when they smile at you. You smile at them and they smile back. And I laughed and I said, that's because no one in your family ever smiles.
No one, and even Kim, when she sees him, she doesn't
No.
smile.
Mom comes in, brother, dad doesn't care.
um, I'm I I don't think we are hearing the whole story in this segment. I think we're being edited to believe a certain thing, and I think the rug's going to get pulled out from under us.
I
I
think they're
don't.
gonna get together.
Me too. But
But I
I
think that too because of the last scene of the way she was.
yeah, and I think they're playing up her horribleness.
I think she's
Um,
gotten do you think she's gotten bad
sh-
at it? Or,
I think they're showing everything she can, and I think he's getting really good at it. Um,
I agree with that.
although she said all these things, so you can't. I think I don't. I think this is someone who I would not want to hang out with in life. I think she's extremely judgmental. She's a born martyr.
I don't I
She weaponizes her own trauma.
yeah, I don't need to pull cards to see that. I'm good.
What's bad is let's go through this. So he's meeting for the first time, and you can tell he looked back. He looks good because he's dressed up to meet the. And Dad's basically says, she told us about Yash and feeling uneasy in the home. How can you reassure us that she is accepted? He has a good answer. He said, she's already accepted. My parents have accepted her. Yo, that's usually the biggest thing in all of our U.S. Indian relationships that we've had is that the parents can accept you.
But to her, they're not accepting of her.
Right. But that's what
So,
I'm clarification. Um,
and the
but
brother is actively not accepting her at all.
right.
So again, I do think that's a little bit of TJ gilding the lily, and y'all don't pull over.
Well,
But
I think before she came, the parents had when I say the parents had accepted, that's what he's saying. The parents had accepted I was marrying her.
yes,
In other
that he's
words,
marrying an American woman.
you don't have to, for TJ, you don't have to be buddy buddy. No one else the parents have ever accepted the American woman to get married. That's what
Yes.
I'm saying.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She's thinking about it the opposite way, that she should be able to come in and live her life with the biggest holes in her jeans possible, and go to McDonald's every day and wave the American flag, and without any change in her lifestyle.
Who doesn't want to live that dream?
But I'm saying, I'm being hyperbolic
Yeah.
here. And what she says, and this is one thing that I
In
think
India.
is disingenuous, yes, is she keeps saying,
God, she was really fucking annoying to me this episode.
she keeps saying things like, "You just don't want to be to me. So you're telling me that I can't do this, but so you're saying I can't be me." Like, she equates everything is hyperbolic that she says, and you can never win because she says, "You're just telling me that you don't like the way I am."
She immediately takes all these things and makes them very personal and very much about her identity, because she feels, again, mom doesn't like her very much.
Yep.
So there's a lot of weight carrying of that I'm unlovable, no one likes me. You're right. She really makes everything about that core belief.
Yep. And weaponizes it to everyone she meets who disagrees with her.
And I don't even think she knows she's doing it.
Possibly. He and Kimberly says, he said she's already accepted. She's like, "Well, it doesn't seem like they're accepting me." This is kind of the worst thing here. And you can tell she's a self-sabotager, because, y'all, what she wants is her parents to pull her aside and say, "We don't think this is working." And she wants her parents to convince her to end this. That's why she's acting like a pill at dinner.
Well, I think there's a kind of looking at her whole story. Look, y'all know I'm woo-woo. I love a good tarot card session, all that shit. Love some chanting. However, and one reason I like chanting, because she talked about, but all of that kind of stuff, it's not meant to rule your life. It's just like any religion. It's not meant to be this dogma that should guide every detail of your life, because what happens when we do that often, people are looking to avert responsibility for themselves. So that way, if something happens to them, they don't have to say, "I fucked up. I made a mistake." I think that's why she's into cards, all this shit. Because she pulls the cards and she'll say, "Well, the cards are guiding me somewhere else," or "Maybe I read the cards wrong," or "The cards are saying to..." No, she does same thing. She wants her parents to pull her out. And I guarantee you, if her parents pulled her out, or part of her would say, "Well, that probably would have worked out if my parents hadn't pulled me out."
I totally agree with you.
Because she doesn't want the responsibility of it.
And I guarantee you, this is not the first time the parents have either tried to intercede. And I think this time they're trying not to.
Yeah, Kurt and Lisa have done this before.
And they even say, "We've never seen her be this in love with someone before, TJ." And anyway, she basically says, they go through this one thing. She's like, "He doesn't want me to have liberty." And she's like, "But I don't think I'm free if I have to abide by all these rules." And I was thinking, what are the rules?
I don't think he's clear on them, because, and you're right, you said when she's being so hyperbolic, how do you make rules whenever, he says, "I told you that we were engaged and this is how the custom shows." And then she full on says, "But that was never what I wanted." And
and then she says, "I never had any intention of moving in with your family." And that's when I said, "But he says,"
he didn't tell her the whole picture. But yeah, he said it.
She does not dispute this. He's like, "Well," but then she said, "Does my opinion matter at all?" And then, she makes him say, "No, your opinion doesn't matter at all."
She wants him to say it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first time that she admitted, you did tell me what life was going to be like here, and I told
She
you that's not
admitted
what I
it.
wanted. Y'all, and you know what? I forgot. She lived there for a year.
Yeah.
We forget she lived there. Sissy brought it up, and I went, I forgot that because she acts as if she's never been and lived in
Ignorance.
India before.
And
And so after that, and then hearing her say, that's not what I wanted, I went, oh, this I feel like is less about him gaslighting you and not telling you the full picture, which I think he did a little. This is more about you just having complete, like this American willful ignorance
yeah,
that you can change thousands of years of culture.
I'm also going to say it's her choosing her pattern of being miserable in relationships and making the other person miserable. So it's this constant drama of that means that kind of makes her feel like this is my pattern.
Yeah. Well, it feels
And
normal. Yeah.
and then at one point she says, "You need to drop your attitude." And he
Can
just
I
goes,
s-
goes,
Yeah.
"Ma'am, you are not my teacher."
Y'all, her parents look like they're watching golden doodle puppies being drowned in a bag.
I was going to say it's Faces of Death.
Yes, they just you see the color drain from both of their faces. I didn't mean to laugh, but I
it's
did.
interesting though, y'all. You don't do this to someone you're engaged to unless you want your parents to dislike them.
Yes.
This is totally. I was shocked. You know, they say I love this person, but this is the first time your parents are meeting him, and don't and even from the beginning, she is just like stank face.
Yeah.
I just think it was intentional to get them on her side so they could buy her a plane ticket and said, "You're going back with us because you're not happy."
It's
And
terrible.
y'all, but
And the
guess
next
what?
oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say he's like, "What was the question?" And she's like, "Oh, the question was, do I consider my wants and needs going to matter in this relationship?" And that's a rhetorical question. You don't expect an answer because the answer is, and he says yes, because it's so ridiculous and mean to do something like that to someone.
It is. Next morning, Lisa does what Lisa does best, and that is putting Kimberly back together again.
Yeah,
They kind of have this. There's not much happened, but it's
they got in a text argument.
but she talks about that they got in this text argument, and now he won't answer her, and basically he sent me a text telling me he wants to be out of my existence, saying
Well,
I
he
tried
said
my best, but I'm ending my existence in your life. Take care.
he said you aren't happy with me. I'm ending my existence in your life.
We read the text. They show them. He actually was super in that little thread. He was kind.
Well, the thing is, what he's doing is not giving her what she wants. She wants him to fight and rail against what to some kind of cultural thing and call her a spoiled American. And she wants to be able to say no and fight back and forth. And he calls her fucking bluff, y'all. And it's a beautiful thing.
Sadly, mom knows how the stepmom Lisa knows how this is going to go because
Woo.
she just completely validates all of Kimberly's feelings and says, "Well, if you love him, then you really love him, and you should fight for him." And I went, "Tell this woman to come home."
Yeah.
That's what you should say. Stop playing house in India with
And
people's
you're never going to
emotions
be happy.
and get the fuck home.
She basically calls him after that. And
Kimberly calls TJ,
yeah,
not Lisa.
yeah, not Lace And
Lisa.
he says, "It feels like if I wasn't in your life, then you'd be happy."
I'm confused. Did you not just break up with me? Again, she wants him to say it.
I
Break up,
know.
even though he just said, y'all, y'all, spoiler alert, if someone texts you and says, "Hey, I feel like it's better I'm ending my existence with you," that's a breakup.
Well, it is at the same time. They probably had fights like this before, but the fact that he says it doesn't faze her at all when he says, "You're not happy with me, and I haven't made you happy. So that's a sign we shouldn't be together. And
But
then
I
her
don't understand.
response
Oh, go ahead.
her response is, but I want to be happy with you. And I won't be happy without you. And here's the thing.
And I just want to say, she said it right after that. She said, "I just don't understand how things got that way. That got this way." And I went, "Girl, are you new? Have you been here?"
Yeah, this is someone who's not comfortable being happy in a relationship. This is someone who needs to have a tumultuous relationship to feel normal.
I also think she needs to villainize people because she
Yes.
keeps talking how terrible and horrible he is to
Yep.
her.
Run
And
away, TJ.
she
Run
is
away.
toxic. This is a great term that's it's overused, but she is a perfect example of someone.
She
'Cause I
needs a
think-
lot of help.
'cause I think toxic often refers to somebody who's
It's-
mean and manipulative. I don't think she even knows that she's doing this. It's toxicity, and that it's just, it's going to be a lot of core work.
It's
to
that
change
thing that basically says, so you're telling me you don't care anything about my opinion at all, or you don't care about my wants and needs. And y'all, that is her inner voice. That's her inner monologue that she needs you to replicate. And she needs you to validate. And she's never going to be happy with it otherwise.
Never. When he
Run!
said all these problems are because of me, and he said, "You have two minds. You love me or you want," and she's like, "I'm just figuring out how to love you. I love you so much." And he said, "Every time though there's something worse, I'm just really done with this." And then she says, "So this is it?" I'm like, "Girl,
Well,
girl."
I think he's going to stay, and she's going to pull a John Cusack with the boombox. I think she's going to make a big romantic gesture, y'all, and then then the highs are highs and the lows are lows. I guarantee you, they've had this fight lots of times.
Listen, if David is stupid enough to ask Tian to marry him, then boy, that's
what a
Yanni
vile
Day.
wretch.
You know what this couple really? It's true. Oh, she's horrible. She's one of the worst 90-day people we've ever had. She put her on the bus.
She's absolutely vile.
She's vile.
Yeah.
You know what this couple needs? They need Petey Silvera from The Last Resort.
That would be great.
That's what they need. Some couple sounds. We wanted to say in the announcements, but we forgot. Y'all, that episode of Petey Silvera is dropping this Wednesday of The Last Resort. There's a podcast called The Last Resort Sessions. Actually. Really great. We talk about anything, but it's where they interview I like it, where they interview the the three therapists that are on The Last Resort. It's great. They do it for each episode. Petey was on. She did an interview with us. Poodle now is contacting her about past life regression.
Oh, God, I just know I was a fucking concubine.
I don't think you're wrong.
I think I was a sex worker in several lives. As I said before on the thing, I think you were poor in most of them.
He did say that about me.
Petey agreed with me, actually.
She did not. Y'all, she even tried to, if you're into this, she talked to Dr. Brian Weiss, who I've talked about that book, Many Lives, Many Masters. Anyway, great interview. She has her own podcast, too, with her daughter. I can't remember the name right now. We do talk about it on the show, and it'll be in the show links. But anyway, we just wanted to let everybody know about that, and shout out
wonderful.
To that. Dropping on Wednesday on the public feed for all.
Do you want to talk about Drag Race now?
RuPaul Drag Race.
Okay.
Start your engines. RuPaul Drag Race. May the best person win. RuPaul Drag Race. Honey.
I think they say may the best drag queen win.
May the best drag queen win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, tell us about your RuPaul's Drag Race live in Vegas extravaganza.
It was at the Flamingo, which I really enjoyed. That was a nice, fun hotel.
Did that used to be something else, or did they just
revamp
it?
Flamingo's the oldest hotel on the Strip because it's the one Bugsy Malone started.
Oh, they just revamped. They just renovated it.
Apparently, a cab driver told us that there are a lot of even mafia people. They're very, very superstitious in tearing it down because Bugsy's the one that started it.
Oh,
Bugsy
wow.
or Bubsy? No, is that what that movie
Bugsy.
with what's his
Bugsy
name
Malone.
is about?
Lauren Beatty. Yeah,
But I've never seen that movie. Is it good? Isn't that how him and Ann Beatty met?
Annette Bening.
What did I say?
Ann Beatty.
Is she an actress too?
No, it's Annette Bening, who is the wife of Warren Beatty.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, y'all. It's a I've done
Ann B. Davis was from the Brady Bunch.
Alice, maybe
Yeah.
that. I've done some pretty gay stuff in my life. I've done this podcast.
I'd vouch for that.
Yeah, I've done some cabarets. I've had a lot of things in my butthole. Um,
You don't have to be gay for that.
that's that's true. That's true.
It helps, but
This was one of the gayest things I've ever seen in my life.
wow.
It was was the people. Y'all, if you think you don't want to go, even if you don't want to go by yourself to RuPaul's Drag Race Live at the Flamingo, it's just a bunch of sissies. It's just our people. That's who it
It's just our
is.
listeners.
It's just our list. It's like our moderate Sissy Jordana. Like, I mean, it's just Brianna. It's just it's just you. It's just you. In fact, we sat by this beautiful.
Are they advertising? Are you trying to get
No.
people to go?
So we sat by this woman. It's me and one of my best friends, Brian. We were been friends forever. So we went and just had like, he needed a break from his husband. I wanted a break from life, so we popped out for a day. And so we went and we sat by this woman, this beautiful woman named Tiana, and got to know her. And she said, I'm coming with my two best gays. And we went, great. They show up later. It's this really cute little twink with this, I'm going to call him just kind of the epitome of West Hollywood gay men, just blonde.
Yeah.
Kind of had that perfect nose, like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast after he changes.
Oh yeah.
Was very ripped and was wearing a black mesh shirt over his body.
That's a thing now.
With tight pants. Yeah.
Gays are wearing those. Yeah.
Gays like mesh. That's fine. And but more on him later.
Okay.
But as far as the show, you know what I kind of love about it is that it's not super, like, the theater's nice, but it's not crazy nice.
Yeah.
And so
a little rundown.
Kind of like the theaters we play when we go on tour.
We shouldn't go someplace
like
really nice.
if we ever do a live show, we should contact the Flamingo. It's the perfect venue for us. So anyway,
could they give it to us for free?
No, I don't.
Fine.
I don't think they're going to do that. So, okay. And so there's the cast is, I want to, because it kind of rotates. So you see different people. So the cast that I saw there was Bosco, who has a new face. I didn't recognize her at first, but I loved Bosco. She was great. She did a lot of burlesque things. There was also, I said her name earlier, the one who does Britney Spears all the time.
Derek Barry.
Derek Barry was there, looked beautiful, looked just like Britney. There was Lawrence Cheney, one of my favorite, hilarious.
From UK.
From UK. Also, I don't know this queen because I did not watch Drag Race Thailand, but Pangina Heels, who was fucking fierce as fuck.
Nope, people love her.
I'm a fan now. In fact, WeHo Gay Guy at one point, I got so excited about her. He just stood up during her performance. But he just peed. But we were in the booth in like the middle section. So there were all these people behind him, and this like buff gay guy like put his hand on his back. He was like, "Get down, bro!" And like popped him down on his chair. And then WeHo Gay looked at me and was like, "Wait, I'm sad." And so sad gay. And so he was sad gay. He got very drunk. He kept going into the aisles trying to take pictures of people and like film them like he was their mom recording this for their Instagram. And then the security guard would come in, grab him away, and he would go, "Me, I'm sad gay," and sit and pout. And then his little twink friend would comfort him.
That's their relationship.
I love the girl Tiana. Like when the don't get me started on the pit crew. Holy fuck.
Ooh.
Y'all, they were hot. And at one point
tongue pops.
They come dancing by your table, and you sissies are fucking dick pigs. Because when they ripped off their shirts, I saw not gay men, but I saw women lurch over
And
booth
touch
tables
them.
and just touch. Again, Tiana did right beside
MRSA.
me.
MRSA.
And then I looked at Tiana and I said, "Well, you told me your boyfriend wanted to come to this. Now I know why he didn't." And she
Yeah,
was like,
I think it's
"Yeah,
not really a boyfriend experience
no." She
unless you
said,
bring your gay boyfriend.
No. I gotta say, also at one point it's very I don't want to give away, but the show is kind of like it acts like an episode of Drag Race. Like we see them come in, then they
That
do
makes
like a
sense.
challenge, then they do another challenge, and then they kind of do a lip sync off for their life thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's smartly done. They take the show and they frame it something that we know, but then they kind of turn it on its heels. It also is littered with just ad placement, like Loverboy drinks, there's such
Oh, like
it's
Loverboy, like
not
Kyle's
Loverboy, but
company.
Love Jones. I think RuPaul make cocktails. They're called like Loverkins.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what it's called. It's RuPaul has a brand of drinks. I've never had it.
Obviously, it made a big impression.
Yeah. Well, my friend was sober and I didn't really drink either because I had to keep my brain for that way when it was hot. That's why I only had just like 2 Captain Morgans and Diet Cokes.
That's so gross.
Anyway, but at one point, Derek Barry, the MC, who I'm going to get to later, the MC said, "Derek, how are you doing?" And Derek Barry said, "I'm tired." And I think that was true because at first I thought Derek Barry was channeling her, like she did a whole
like
Britney Spears
current
moment.
Britney.
I thought she was channeling current Britney, who doesn't exert anything
Right.
now in doing choreography.
Very meta.
And then I realized that maybe Derek Barry and Britney are the same person
She's
because
just tired.
Derek Barry's fucking tired. She is worn out. I mean, she didn't squat once during a dance number.
Wow.
But she looked just like Britney, and I still loved it, and I queened out when she did it anyway. Because arguably, she is the best Britney Spears impersonator probably in Vegas, or she's pretty amazing.
That's what people say.
Okay, my favorites of the short were Kennedy Davenport.
No, was it LaGuardia?
Yes.
Kennedy.
Yeah, well, she said Kennedy, LaGuardia, and something else. I forgot.
Something, LaGuardia.
Anyway, Kennedy Davenport is a force of mother tucking nature. She is so great. The shit she did, the flips, the turns.
Oh, wow.
The wig changes. It was incredible. I loved her. My favorite part, though, I got to say, was Asia O'Hara was the MC, and she was so fucking hilarious. She did so much crowd work. She made fun of all these people. Are you looking at dick pics on your phone?
No, I'm trying to look up Asia O'Hara's quotes because I don't remember her being a funny queen.
Oh,
and that's
I agree. Thank you for saying that because I don't think she was as funny on the show.
yeah.
Like at one point, she was interviewing, she was doing crowd work, and she said, "Hey," she's talking to this woman, and this woman's name was Galia. She was from somewhere in Europe, and Galia came. She said, "Galia, what's my name?" And the woman said, "Remind me again." And she laughed about it. She was really funny. To me, she made the show. She made
Wow,
the
I'm
show.
proud for her.
They did this whole bit. I wish you had been there because I would have volunteered you. They did this whole bit where she shows people how you slap someone on camera.
Yes.
Love to see you slapped repeatedly.
I just remember Kennedy Davenport, not Asia O'Hara, but said, after a long night of hooking, Trey didn't like the session, so he gutted me and set me on fire. But I didn't die, bitch. I crystallized, and now I'm a glamazon bitch ready for the runway.
Ready. I mean, I would watch Kennedy. What is it? It's Kennedy something. Kennedy. Oh well,
I can't remember.
It was great. Y'all, it was a really great time. Tickets aren't that
I'm
expensive.
thinking of a different Asia, I believe.
There's a lot of different Asias. Are you thinking of Latinx Queen Asia? Asia, 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 not Asia.
No, that's Aja.
Aja. There's a lot of Ajas, I
She's
feel
a
like.
Texas queen.
Yeah, she's from Texas. I think she might be from Houston. Y'all loved her. Great.
I'm proud for her.
It was moving. There were songs about,
I remember this. A cockadoodle don't.
oh yeah, cockadoodle don't. There's lines about being yourself. Remember, like, it's empowering. It's fun. It's funny.
Good.
It's quick. And because it's Vegas, you're in and out in 90 minutes because they want you to go back and gamble.
Perfect.
So I had a great time. Highly recommend.
Use our code when you purchase tickets. Oh wait, we're not pumping the show.
We're not, but God, if I need to find
I wish we could advertise.
We should. I need to get some of those. Oh, Jonathan on the pit crew. Oh my God.
Can we make this less about people you want to fuck on the pit crew?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
And that's been your RuPaul's Drag Race Roundup.
Roundup. I like Roundup. If you want to use Roundup, I'll use Corner. I think that's better.
I'll use whatever the fuck I want to.
I'm just trying to brand it better. Holly and Wayne. Otherwise, this show's already an hour. That's why I was trying to get you to move.
You had to go into very descriptive descriptions of how you broke a bed.
That took 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You already talked about Vegas for 20 minutes.
Thumbs up to that.
Y'all, we're going to a safari. Which I think sounds fun, a lot better than going to a zoo, because at least the animals aren't caged.
Yeah, but there's a fence or something, right? I don't want a lion or an elephant to charge me.
No, you're going around in a golf cart or a Jeep.
I don't know if I can do that.
I think it looks much cooler.
I don't want them to be fenced in, so I'll watch it on TV.
I think they are fenced in, but they got a lot of room to move around in. So it's not like a fucking zoo.
Oh, like our first.
It's not like those. You're talking someone who comes from Oklahoma where they have private zoos. You're complaining about animals being fenced in?
No, I didn't make the private zoos. Why are you coming at me?
You went to them.
Come see the animals at Arbuckle Wilderness. The animals are waiting for you.
You can see animal cruelty at Arbuckle Wilderness.
The animals are waiting.
Want to kill you.
Da, da,
da. Anyway, we also have Wayne's sister, Rose. Basically Wayne in a wig. But it's fun.
But I'm glad that Holly has someone.
Yeah, it's the day before the wedding, and I will say this. I guess Wayne, she keeps saying, I got a lot of stuff to do for the wedding. And I guess they said they bought a package. How much does she have to do? Then it did scare me when she's talking to Rose, and she's like, "Yeah, the dress isn't really finished yet." I'm like, "Why did you go?"
I kind of am on her a little bit of like, I think this was poor planning, because usually the day before the wedding, that is a day. Usually the celebrations begin
right
the day before. In some cultures, even before, but that's when you want to spend time with family and. I thought this was like a fun thing to do the day, very South African thing to do with her mom before the wedding. Have your dress done, Holly. Of course, she has been worried about how they're going to eat
for everything
and who killed the dog.
And Rose basically says, I'm very excited about Wayne marrying Holly because I can see the difference in him after he's been with her as opposed to the other women he's been with. And at least Rose is saying, what can I do to make this better for you? And she's like, oh, it's going to be great. It's a small wedding. It's going to look just like a fairy tale. Shocker. Because everything has to be a fairy tale.
Yeah, true.
And Rose says, we're going to really have to go out of our way to make things special. So it sounds like they're going to have a pretty, for them, they're going to make something that's going to work for them.
I think so. I think so. That's really it. There's not much.
Brandary, as you say.
Thank you. Boy, that felt validating.
I don't like
Brandary.
it. Just know I'm doing it.
Y'all, they've been there for 3 months, and Daddy had to leave the house, and they've been fucking.
Well, Lolo, the grandfather.
Grandpa
he has
left the house. We fucked like rabbits.
he has shaved his head, and it
Not
is
a good look.
It is giving Heaven's Gate realness.
Yeah. It's not good.
All he needs is some pair of black sneakers and all black and some. Why had they killed themselves? I think it was arsenic.
I almost feel like they were done with this couple, and then they called the producers, and they're like, "Hey, y'all, we pregnant," and they went, "Okay," because 3.5 months. That's a long time.
Yeah. I think it's weird that we haven't seen them in probably 3 months. Probably.
I just said that.
You said 3.5 months. But I'm saying
No, I said, but that's what he said.
no. He said 3.5 months. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Because they filmed us. We've seen them for like 2 more weeks. So I'm saying the last time we saw them was probably 3 months ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I thought you were thumbs upping and confusing me.
No, I was just thinking the last time we checked in with them in their timeline. So
go ahead.
The pregnancy test is positive.
She took 2 of them. Well, Mary's been having baby fever, and Brandon said, "Well, I know we've been trying," and I went, "Wait, what? What? Huh?
What? I didn't know baby fever was something you get at 23 or however old she is. No, she has mental illness. That's not baby fever.
Baby theater?
I almost said baby theater.
We are not doing baby theater.
Come take my class on baby theater.
Baby theater. No. Yeah, if they have baby fever, can we get a vaccination for that too? Because I think they needed it.
What the fuck? That's all this is.
I mean, it makes sense that they both are coming from not literally. She's I mean, really, they're abandoned 1 and abandoned 2. By the way, in Vegas at a store, I saw these cups for sale and it was thing 1 and thing 2.
Sale?
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's these 2 plastic. It's appropriate for what you just said, and I'll get to it in a minute. But the cup said instead of thing 1, thing 2, it said bitch 1 and bitch 2. I went, I should get both of those for Poodle.
I fill both those cups up. So y'all remember, they have no money.
No money, moolah, dinero, euro, coin,
bread.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's noticeably freaked out, and she's like, "Oh, why are you worried?" I'm worried too, but this morning sickness, I'm kind of worried about the baby, and he's like,
hold on, I gotta go throw up.
And this is the thing, y'all, his worry is, will I be a good father at 24 to provide for my child? She hasn't even thought about this.
No.
Then when she said, when Lolo is gone, I feel confident because we're humans. It's almost like everything was not about her religious beliefs, but her grandfather's religious beliefs about why she wanted to save herself before marriage.
Yep.
So as soon as he goes away, she forms her own little family, and now Brandan is the new Lolo.
Basically. That's it. That's all I got for them, y'all.
I actually have one more little thing. I actually have a house guest here. Staying with me for a little bit. It's
I fought against this, y'all.
I'm
y'all, Poodle, why don't you go take a break? Why don't you
Yeah.
go take a break? We're just going to do a little interview with someone.
I had a visitor. I don't know how he found I think he must have knew I was here. We have the gecko who lives
he's already starting.
Gavin the gecko, who
Gavin?
lives in there he goes.
Poodle, go get an iced tea. I'll take care of it.
It's
Hey,
me,
Gavin.
Gavin the Gecko.
Boy,
Hey.
you made an appearance this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, you saw me again. But what you don't know,
Yeah.
I came here to talk about how that sweet, smooth-butted boy. I saw that baby being conceived. I was up
Whoa.
there,
Did-
pulling my gecko pud as I normally do,
Don't look.
waiting for the gecko juice to come out.
I'm still. No, I'm still. No, I'm. I'm still.
That's me just catcalling.
Oh, there it goes again. Why? Stop it. Why are you a smooth butt boy? I'm still on
His
that.
smooth butt. I could just reach out with my gecko hand and spread some of my gecko goo on it.
Okay. So did you watch from the rafters?
It just makes me want to choke my gherkin, my
Okay.
gecko gherkin, if you know what I mean. So I'm watching up there as I normally do on a nightly basis.
How did it go? Yeah.
He
Since we're here.
enters her, she cries out, and I go, and that's a baby.
Wow. Okay.
Because I climax too.
That quick. So it
Seeing
was
that
quick.
boy.
Did anyone cry afterwards or during?
I did.
But
I did, because actually it wasn't really tears. It was my gecko jizz raining down from the rafters, kind of baptizing them with jizz and my sperm. But I don't got no girl gecko to get it on with. I just want a boy gecko to have my own. It's very sad, actually.
Very sad, Gavin the gay gecko. Very sad. So what is your prognosis for this? Do you think this baby's going to have a good life with these parents?
Oh, no, I got out of there. It's very sad. That's why I'm going to West Hollywood to see if I can find me some other gay geckos. I've heard of this place called Fiesta Cantina. Sounds like they got some rafters I can hide in, and I can watch these boys while I jerk my gecko pud. All I'm saying, boys, is check the drinks at Fiesta Cantina, because they going to be a little milky tonight.
Gavin the gecko, everybody.
Adios. I'm off to Fiesta Cantina.
Yeah. All right. That's y'all. Danielle's dog pees on her, and that's all you need to know. I can't anymore.
I completely forgot about them.
I'm
sorry. Yohan.
I don't know how we're gonna come back from that.
Yohan and Ellie Mae Clampett. I call.
We're gonna lose people over that one, but that's okay.
Why is this episode so long? It was only 45 minutes. You had to talk about Vegas for 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah, that didn't go that.
Okay, that bit was like 2 minutes long. I will not take any slander for this.
Gavin the Gecko, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's off to West Hollywood currently, looks like.
To West Hollywood to Fiesta Cantina. Sadly, he would fit in there.
I think so.
Just
gooning.
I don't think this is going to be the last we've seen of Gavin the Gecko.
Nope.
Sadly. I don't think it is.
I hope he finds love.
That's y'all. So really, there's not much. Danielle and Yohan and Miserable Bitch bring their dog to the immigration lawyer's office. They want to know what their options are. Again, this is for the first time. We're kind of finding out that maybe Yohan is realizing he's on the wrong show.
Yeah, she needs to go to New York City for some reason. It's probably to go to court for Easy Pass. And
probably.
and Jeanette, the lawyer, and she's like, I don't know. We're trying to figure out, does he need a tourist visa, or should we he's mentioned bringing up a green card. So, what we're trying to figure out is, the goal is that we be able to live here and travel the U.S. when we want to. And she's like, he may have a different goal though. Shh. ixnay on saying this in Anishpay.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell him that I ain't going back to America A.
America A. Yes, that is what she does.
Yeah, when he says he has a different goal, but like I know what I want to do and I want to stay here. He wants to go to the US and I think it's adorable.
I went, what love? Y'all, because of course, so basically they find out there's 2 different visas and the attorney's really getting detailed into this information. And then Danielle's dog pees all over her.
She's like, it's fine. I raised a child. And y'all, the lawyer's like, but I didn't ask for dog urine to be all over the floor of my office.
She's like, it's fine. Hi, it's fine.
And at one point, Daniel's like, you know what? I already know the path in my brain already. And I think it's going to be a tourist visa. There's no real discussion. She just kind of decides for Yohan.
Because she says, well, applying for a green card like he wants, that takes a lot of trust. And I went, but you're already married. You married him. If you do not fully trust the person you marry, you married the wrong person.
And then Yohan says, I think it's really selfish on her part. I don't have anything in her country. I have nothing, no kind of infrastructure. And I'm a man with an American wife, and I think I should have some kind of way to get to the country. She shuts him down, and then they both. He walks out, and then she waddles out.
She does.
That's what happens. Like she waddles everywhere.
She does.
With that ass.
That's the show.
Her best feature.
I aged during this one.
That was a long show.
Boy, this was longer than my craps run.
I would love Christina to do an edit, to do a time code on how long your stories were in there.
Christina, so don't you dare, or job security won't be there.
Christina, I'll pay you extra.
No,
okay?
I'm the one that handles
time code.
I'm the one that pays. I'm the one that handles. He doesn't even know how to press buttons.
I do too. I could press buttons if I want to.
All right, everybody. That's the show. That's your toe. It was a good episode.
It was one of the better ones in a long time.
After this, we're going to be covering, be sure to listen to it, 90 Day UK, the last episode. Whew. And maybe, you guys, if you're not watching that show, it's been kind of, we haven't loved as much this season.
Fraudacious.
This was one of the most outright, just horrifying, horrible, just what a villain.
Oh, Tian. Oh, I think the real villain of the show, Tian, yes, but the real villain of the show is the producing and the editing.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Anyway, all right, everybody. But it's the last episode of 90 Day UK, and then there's the tell-all next week for that. So,
is it next week? I assume it is.
You know what? You're right. I assume. I don't know. It didn't say. Yeah. So we'll talk about that on UK, but we're not really sure. So that's pretty much the answer to that.
Yeah, we don't have a relationship with that production company.
Y'all go to realitygaze.com. That's where you can find out every information about us. Be sure to follow us on all the social media. Again, Golden Bachelor will be coming. That is going to be a public feed show.
Yes.
But it will be available at the $8 whole enchilada tier on RG Plus.
Commercial free.
For your pleasure. So be sure to check
September 28th.
Yeah, if you have
Thursdays.
If you we already have some collabs set up. Let us know. Tweet us, Instagram us. Let us know what Bachelor podcast do you want to?
Are you obsessed with?
Yes, because sometimes y'all, that's how we find people, and then we end up doing collabs with them, and we make friends. So we love that. We love that. All right, everybody. We call these people lonely hearts because I'm gonna cue this up for you, Poodle, because I sadly know where this is gonna go.
Oh, really?
I don't think you know. Lonely hearts because
you don't know.
Aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places, Poodle?
This wasn't where I was going.
But I'll do it. If some nights you're out, it's balmy, you're underneath some rafters, and you just hear me calling at you, it's Gavin the Gay Gecko. And my semen just fell on your head.